Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Silent Podcast, the place where everything but silent. Once again, here to talk with Nicole Horn for the Isaiah and Nicole show or podcast or whatever you know us by. It's been an eventful week. It's been when's the last time we spoke, Nicole? Has it been a week or two?
I think it's been 2 weeks. I know we're on
Yeah,
that bi-weekly schedule. We're busy people. I mean, and
yeah.
only so many crazy things can happen to us in 1 week to discuss. 2 weeks I feel like is a good incubation period for like dumb shit to happen to me.
Okay. But like usual, we're here just to catch you guys up on what's going on in the general lives of us too. It's very early. I know I just got out of bed, but we're here. I know Nicole got home recently, but she's here. Um,
I mean,
but
you can't pin me down. I could be sleeping in a pile of garbage. You never know. Just check my
right,
location on Snapchat, and as long as you see that I'm like within the United States territories, I should be good.
exactly. Now, Nicole, what's been going on in your day to day life? How has life been so far?
Life's been good this week, but another busy week. We had the Survivor premiere, so I hung out with all my good Judies in New York City to watch the premiere, introduced my man to my Survivor friends, so that was definitely a trip. We definitely need to take a mid-episode spliff break because it was very overwhelming, but it was a really good time, and I'm happy that
Okay.
he didn't break up with me immediately after that because I'm
Oh my
sure
goodness.
sure it was a lot of names to take in. It was just me walking through being like, "Hey, hey, hey," because everyone comes out for the premiere. I doubt people will
Yeah.
be there for the rest of the week. So I was like, "Okay, if I'm going to try to introduce my man to all of my Survivor people, this is the best bet."
Okay, look, I cannot wait to get into that. I usually pull up for the Bryson One Presents premiere parties. I did not go this time, but I'm glad that it sounded and looked like it was lit. So that's all that's good.
No, it was a good time. Yeah, we splintered off. We visit there's a bar in Midtown that we go to. The Bryce and Wendell thing, I got off of work. I had the option to go, but I smelled kind of weird. So I was like, you know what? I can't let Bryce think that I smell weird. I'm gonna let my Survivor friends because they know that I smell weird in general. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm breaking the illusion. You think that I'm perfect? No, I smell weird sometimes too.
I think we all smell weird. So you know what? You have that leeway. You're good.
Yeah, I smelled
But
like office.
what does that even mean?
Like capitalism, kind of like cologne.
I thought you were talking about the show with Steve Carell for a
No,
second.
I was like, I smelled like a physical office because that's where I was all day.
Like smell like Dwight Schrute or something. I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to know what that smells like. I feel like Dwight
uh,
would definitely be a user of natural deodorant.
yeah, or like earth type things like soil or something or sand, and then just wash it with water. I don't know.
I mean, it's great for exfoliating using sand.
He pulled a lot of girls in that show though. So
Uh, Dwight knew he had pull. That's the craziest part.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he knew he was doing something right.
Oh, for real, for real.
Um, Gosh, but okay. So let's see. What's been so first of all, I feel like a workaholic.
I
I've
mean, you're
worked
grinding.
that's a good and bad thing because my check came in and I feel very happy. But
Mm.
God, I did 2 or 3 like 13-hour work days this week.
Should be
Including yesterday.
illegal.
It should, and I should have been there longer yesterday. But me and the guy who's training me, they were like, you know what? Let's go home. So like I feel bad for whoever has to pick up what we left off yesterday, but you know what? It was crazy. The trucks were dumb late yesterday because apparently 3 people called out. It was a mess. So I was like, you know what? You guys aren't going to kill me. Like I'm tired. But you know what? We move on. It's been I have to find something to like take up my time now because not only is Big Brother ending tonight,
Mm.
but Survivor Philadelphia just ended the other day as well. So
Mm.
I'm in this state where it's like this is what I like to call my off season, right? Where I
Yeah.
don't Gia covers Survivor over here. I don't have to do that.
Mhm.
So I'm like I can do fun podcasts like this now and I get to like relax for a little bit and chill until I hit that point where I'm like, I need something to watch again, so We're
You
here.
need like a hobby random generator and just like go through a list until you can find something like you can start crocheting, maybe you can
Hmm.
learn the violin. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like when Big Brother starts next year and you're out here making a sweater while playing like Beethoven, you might be in a little bit of a pickle. But I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I feel like anytime my life slows down, even a second, I need to fill the dead air so I'm not alone with my thoughts, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, well, first of all, that's assuming they don't do Big Brother Celebrity like they usually do. But it's
I mean,
like
like God willing, or
I'm
not.
pissed because speaking of like sitting with thoughts, like I usually have to bring earbuds with me so I don't sit with my thoughts at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I lost mine after that cruise, so I bought new ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like looking for my work phone because I lost it. I found my old earphones in between the seats. I'm like, I wasted my money, but what are you gonna do? Like I have backups now. It's fine, but
It's like a small win, but like, damn, you could have been like, you could have went to the Sizzler with that money. Got
yeah,
yourself a steak.
exactly. I have to spend a lot of money on like these things that just blow like air in my ears, So it's like whatever. But
No,
what you
anytime
gonna
I
do?
like, if you had the receipt and you were able to return them, like that, like for me is free money. That's like my
I
toxic trait.
lose earphones, so I mean receipts so quickly. Like I don't keep them. Everyone tells you to keep them. I don't, and like it's bad because I buy like the warranties for like years,
Mm.
and I'm like, all right, bye.
I
Like I
can't
don't
even
know
use this. If you don't have the receipt, you're kind of just like screwed.
exactly. So what are you gonna do?
Capitalism strike too.
I'm over it to be honest.
I'm
Like
sick.
I think I told you that I left the hospital job. I hated working at the hospital, but I was making what I make now in 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to
As
work these
you
long.
should.
So, pros and cons to everything at this point. But what are you gonna do?
I mean, the grass is always greener on the other side, but money is also green, so I try to follow that.
That's my life motto. It's like
Mm-hmm.
work smarter, not harder. And if it fills up your wallet, then just keep it moving.
Yeah. If my
Um,
bag's up, so am I. I'm
um,
standing.
listen, I'm sitting, but you know what? We're good. But what you up to? What's going on?
So yesterday I went to the Renaissance Fair. So that was like
Ooh,
a fun little white person activity I performed in.
okay.
Um, Everyone took it very seriously. They did not accept credit card. So I was chilling on that ATM line all day, trying to I got a flower crown. If it didn't like cause me, if I didn't have to go across the room, I'd show it. It's very Lana
I
Del
mean, I
Rey.
got time. You can put it on
Oh
right
no,
now.
every time I move and like I make noise with the microphone, it's like gonna give everybody like a seizure, so
Yeah.
I can't. Um, but it was definitely very a cute little moment. But this is what got me messed up. So we hop online for food. Of course, it's pretty busy. It's a busy day.
Hmm.
I mean, the traffic just to get in, it took us an hour to park. So
Yeah.
we're waiting. All I want is a turkey leg. I want some mutton, maybe some meat. But we're chilling
Okay.
on the line under the sign that says turkey legs. Stood there for maybe 30 minutes, and of course, they ran out of turkey legs.
It's
How
a
are
scam.
you, as a Renaissance fair, going to run out of your signature item? I believe there was like another location on site where there were turkey legs, but I already sunk like 30 minutes of my wenching, of my time being
Yeah.
a wench on the line, and I'm not
Okay.
even gonna get turkey leg out of it.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
maybe
I'm
they,
gonna
they
write a
ran out of
strong review.
turkeys. They ran out
They
of
should
turkeys to
be
take their legs off.
shipping the turkeys in. Shipping the turkeys in from Maine.
But look, this is a Renaissance fair. There's no shipping in the Renaissance era.
But this isn't a real. This isn't the Renaissance. The
I
only
don't know. You
Renaissance
said
that's
they didn't
real
take
is Beyonce's
card.
Renaissance.
I'm crying.
No, I was looking around. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm at the Renaissance fair, but no Beyonce in sight. What gives?
Maybe they couldn't afford her to book her for like a guest spot or something. I don't know.
Clearly, they can't even keep their turkey budget in check. Jesus.
She would have did like a remix called "You Can't Break Thy Soul" instead of "My Soul." Like they couldn't afford her like
Can't
too
break
much
my
money.
soul. No, and the song "Energy" is about Benjamin Franklin, like putting his kite in the sky with the key.
With the kid. I'm
That's a Philly
crying.
person for you. Philly
Oh
icon, Benjamin
man.
Franklin.
I never got the hype. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I never got the hype over turkey legs at Renaissance fairs.
I thought you were
That's
gonna
not
say over
me.
Benjamin Franklin. I was like, he was probably racist, so I
Yeah,
get
that's
that.
why I was like, yeah, but like,
No, so I know my man's a photographer, and 2 years
Oh,
ago he submitted photos for like a publication, and they went through. So he was just going to potentially get a bag and also get a turkey leg. We ended up eating. I got mac and cheese in a bread bowl, and I
there you
justified
go.
it by there's no Panera bread in a walking distance from either me or my job. So I was just like
Mhm.
filling up my yearly bread bowl quota by getting my mac and cheese in the bread bowl. So I had a small victory. Um, and also, everybody was breasting very boobily there. Great place to go if you're trying to oogle. Those
Breasting very
corsets,
boobily.
those corsets will make A's look like water balloons. Very impressive. Like, you think we have
I'm
modern
crying.
technology? We had modern technology in the Renaissance. And I
Breasting
think,
very boobily. I never heard that
you
before.
never heard that?
No.
The breasts, they were
All right.
breasting.
All right, bet. I mean, I don't live in New York, but that's an interesting time.
And it's
Um,
every Saturday and Sunday for the month of September. And of course, just walking around, I was like, damn, I should have dressed up. Everybody's wearing like a dress with just a corset over it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Next year, when I'm like all fitted out with my flower crown and
Mm-hmm.
like my hoop skirt, like
Okay.
the Instagram pics are going to be fire. Just check
The
back with me in
cosplaying is gonna be
365 days.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're gonna kill the competition. Okay.
No, for real. And it's like I could use it for a Halloween costume. Bringing me
Mm-hmm.
to one of the topics I wanted to talk about. Do you have any ideas of what you want to be for Halloween?
Um, I love Halloween. Not yet. I've been Waldo, where I walked around the University of Delaware, and every drunk person was like, "Yo, Waldo, I found you."
Found him.
So that was a good one. I was like, they call me Waldo because your girl's looking for me. That was my thing.
That's too
Um,
good.
and then and then what was the other thing? There's another year where I wanted to be creative. So instead of buying a costume, I made it. I got a jacket that I don't wear anymore, and I stapled and hot glued a bunch of like snacks and candy on it.
Okay.
And people were like, "What is this costume? This looks stupid." And I said, "I'm a whole snack." Uh,
I love that.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
the punny costumes are good because you don't see those everywhere. Like 2 years ago, or was it last year when everyone was Squid Game? Like, I love wearing a sweatsuit too. So, like, that was really easy. But, like, I don't know. I appreciate when you put more creativity. I think I'm going the pun route this year as well.
Yeah, listen. So I love Halloween. I go all out. I don't know what I'm doing this year. I still have my Nightmare Before Christmas mask. I bought it just to have it. I didn't even use it. Let me see. I still have this one.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Have you never seen the Nightmare Before Christmas?
I mean, I have, but just like seeing the mask, that's
It's the child. There was like three kids who worked for what's his face? Oogie
Jack.
Boogie.
Oh, Oogie Boogie. These
Have
are
you not seen the
niche
movie?
characters. I mean, I only see it around Christmas
With
or
Jack
around Halloween.
Skellington.
I know that part
I'm
because
gonna
I
find
that's
the
like
kids. Lock, shock, and barrel. Keep going. I'm gonna
yeah,
find
like
it.
one of my other toxic traits is that I haven't seen most movies that people really enjoy, and then I do see the movie and then I forget everything in it, so I have no
Shaking my
credibility.
head.
I need
Yeah.
like a letterbox so I can refer to that.
It's literally here. I found them right here. This is what they look like. It's literally lock, shock, and barrel from the. That's what they look for.
Okay,
They're
so it's less terrifying when you see it like
yeah.
in the context of Tim Burton. When you just randomly pull out a devil mask, I don't
I
know.
don't fuck with the devil. By the way, so that's why the only reason I got it because I was like, do I want to bring this into my house? But I'm like, it's a Disney character. I don't
It's a
care.
Disney
But like,
character. Like, I mean, if it's
but
wholesome demonic.
you see your reaction right there is why I didn't wear it though, because I'm like, what if it's someone who doesn't know the movie? They're gonna think I'm a
Yeah,
weirdo. Can't do it.
you run
So
into someone that like has like the short-term memory of a 7-year-old, and you're like, ah,
they
they
were like,
can't. They have no idea what I am.
devil worshiper, get out of here. I'm like, no, I'm
Well,
good.
you're bringing up the devil, and I was talking about pun costumes. I think me and Evan were gonna be. I'm gonna dress up like a devil, and he's gonna dress up like a piece of romaine, so we can be devil's lettuce.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
think that's good, right? But will I
Yeah,
be welcoming Satan into my home by parodying him?
I hope not. Like if you maybe instead of saying you're that, just say you're like You could say you're the red guy from Cow and Chicken or something like that, or I don't know.
Got
Like
to be like very brand friendly, you know.
yeah,
I can
yeah,
get sued. It's Halloween.
it'll be a mess.
I'm going to be spending all my
Um,
money on my costume. I won't have money for these lawsuits for intellectual property.
uh, so tell me, I'm curious. So you open this up so well. Like tell me about Bryson One Presents. What's going on there?
So I really enjoyed the party that I went to for the 40, it might have been the 41 premiere. All I remember is I was chilling and then Elaine hopped in my lap. It was iconic. Elaine from 39. A
Really?
queen. Yeah, just like it was fun. I was like, wait, I'm walking down the hall. I'm like, Ethan's right there, Ethan's own. I'm like, you were my first childhood crush. Like, this is
Oh
like
wow.
it was really it's that part I really enjoy. And then there's friends. I think the toughest part though is when I do go to those events, I'm always socializing that I don't actually
Hmm.
get the content of the show. And I felt
Yeah.
like this first episode of Survivor, not that this is a Survivor podcast, it
It's
just
okay.
was we got so much character building that being able to watch it in a slightly more intimate environment, like I know my New York City friends who watch Survivor, we don't talk during the episode. Like we'll muse and maybe make like a joke comment because I can't shut up, but like it was good that I didn't have to go home and rewatch the 2 hour episode. But also,
See,
if
I'm.
Sari was in the corner, I wouldn't be watching the episode. I'd be talking
She's
to Sari.
awesome.
That's
Exactly.
Queen.
Yeah.
And she came out too, and it's not an org, but it was in real life. Would that just be an
Yeah,
RG?
Survivor Brook,
Brooklyn
LRG.
South.
That's what they call it.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
she pulled
South.
up
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that. What a queen.
yeah. I saw that. Yeah, it's like you. I mean, I'm worse because like, all right, like for example, um, I was lucky enough to be invited to be like VIP or whatever for the challenge, a USA and Big Brother
I
20.
remember that
Yeah, like I was
over
just
the
like you could
summer.
be VIP, and I was like, so I went, but like it's hard to pay attention to the episodes because there's so many people there, and then like I'm up here with like all these alumni people. I'm like I'm not really paying attention, so
Yeah.
it's like I don't think there's ever been like a premiere party outside of what's the season Chanel was on? Marianne season.
Last
Outside of
season.
yeah, that one I paid attention to because everyone was quiet. It was a huge screen. Like I was in VIP for that too, and I was hyped, but like everyone was
Yeah.
paying attention. So I'm like, bet. But outside of those, I usually go back and I watch the shows like right when I get to my hotel room or something because it's like you can't
Mm-hmm.
hear anything. It sucks
Yeah.
because you know the visuals and you know how it ends, but it's like you can't really understand what's going on, you know?
I need the
So
puzzle pieces in between, which
yeah.
is always a pain in the ass. No, I do enjoy going to a premiere party. I like to like get my social battery up. Like I'm not going to watch the episode. Like I'm going to
Hmm.
have a good time, eat
Exactly.
maybe a piece of I mean eat a French fry, drink a gin and tonic, and live my best life.
I like to drink when I go out. I don't get drunk though, thankfully, but like I like to drink. I might the foods are dumb expensive, so I tend
True.
not to order, you know.
No, and this is funny because the venue that Bryson went had the event at New York City Bounce Sporting Club. That is
Yeah.
somewhere I went out a lot in college. I did a lot of pro like went with a lot of promoters,
Yeah.
stood on a lot of tables, been kicked out once or twice,
You
lost a
got kicked
jacket or
out?
two. I mean, sometimes you just go with somebody. They're very much like I was getting kicked out with my friend. I was going down because I'm loyal.
What'd you guys do?
Just like you get a little too drunk and you like slip in a pool of vodka soda, like
Lord have
that's bounce.
mercy.
Yeah, it's a classy environment. I mean, like
Yeah.
very, I don't know, club life in New York City. I did it when I was like 19 through 21. Pandemic
Hmm.
happened, and it's like the music is a little too loud. Like I went out with my friend Lauren a few weeks ago.
Hmm.
This was actually more than a few weeks ago because the club has burned down since. And
Yeah.
we put our headphones in and we were dancing to our own music because it was just too
Oh
loud.
wow. Go to a silent party. Those are fun.
Yeah, we glazed over the fact that the bar burned down, but it's reopening. I donated $20 to the
Good.
reopening effort. You know,
I actually have never been to a club before.
I mean, I
I'm
would go with
more
you.
I'll go with you. Look, I'm a bar person.
Yeah.
I haven't had anyone who's like I'm like let's go to a club. No, I'm like all right. I've done everything but that. So I wanna do it at some point. I've heard positive and negative things. I've heard like it's boring, but then I've you know if you go with the right people, anything's fun. You know, so
Yeah, going with the promoters was fun. Like, you're only going to be like young and cute in New York City for so long. So I took advantage of
Mm.
it. And it was nice just to have, like, okay, I'm not paying for the alcohol, but I can imagine being the guy paying a 500% upcharge on a bottle of like Strolly vodka. Like,
Yeah.
couldn't be me.
My
So
two
if we went, we'll
friends,
have to go with like someone.
that's what I'm saying. Someone got cash, you know what I'm saying? Like, because
Not me, though.
my two friends, well, what happened? No, it was a couple of years ago. We went to this beach house trip. Me and my friends, we used to go every year to like
Hmm.
a different beach, whatever. And we were in Atlantic City, and half my friends went to a strip club, and then the other half of me and my friends were already drunk, so we couldn't go. And then they went, and two of my friends, I'm not going to expose them, but one of my friends, one of my friends, completely finessed somebody because like they had like a VIP section or whatever, you know, all this cash,
Yeah.
bottles and stuff. So she finessed her way in there, and they're trying to get with her or whatever, giving her money to throw at strippers, like free bottles and all this stuff. And then when she ran out, she's like, "All right, I'm leaving. Bye." Like, and they were like, "Wait, where you going?" So it was really funny. Like I'm definitely like I hang around finessers, so like I'm trying to I want to go to a club. I think it'll be fun. You know,
I
I
mean,
haven't done
that
it before.
first of all was the most Atlantic City story I've ever heard.
Yeah,
But like
that was a
Atlantic
crazy
City, at least the
weekend.
club is in the hotel. So as soon as you're done with it, you
Mm.
can go upstairs and smoke a cigarette in your room and go to sleep.
Well, see,
Because
they
that is
went.
highly encouraged.
Where did they go? They went to the boardwalk or the city or whatever.
At
Like that's
night,
listen, we're crazy. I'm crazy.
get that pepper spray.
Yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of guys with us, so they ain't gonna
Okay,
do
okay.
nothing. But
So
yeah,
they'll jump the
yeah,
guys before they jump you. You
yeah,
always got to
right.
jump first.
We ain't crazy, but yeah.
Imagine me jumping someone. That would just be
You
funny. They
you
would
get
like
in a
take the gun
fight,
out of
it's
my
funny.
hands. Like I can speak with Venom. I have an Aries moon for people that know what astrology means. So I can like
Hmm.
get really fiery and like with it, but like I can't even do a push-up. You can't imagine me like being able to strong arm a gun. Like they would just take the gun out of my hands and pistol whip me.
I'm crying. Have you been in a
Bro, like
fight
I don't want
before?
to I mean, me and my sister growing up, like we would tussle. She's broken.
Oh,
Well, she
okay.
only broken one finger, but like when it comes to like actual, like I was such a goody two shoes in school and like a people
Good.
pleaser that the only time I like would get in fights is like when I was on Fire Island and like I would just scream
Good.
at people when I would get a little too hammered.
Or
But like,
yelling
don't
at
we all?
people in the
Don't we all?
subway when they're
When they're blocking my way. But I was I was in a bad mood that day. People were trying me. I had to go to Penn Station, so like my mood was just like bleak from the start. From the start.
that's fair.
So also, the fact that
Um,
there's a Penn Station in New York and New Jersey, where's the
yeah,
creativity?
there
Where's
is
the
none. Are
creativity?
you sure it's
No,
not the same one? It goes from New Jersey to New York.
no, there's two different ones. They say Penn Station Newark or Penn Station New York. New York.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
really difficult because those two words sound very similar.
Yeah, it
Newark and New
does.
York.
Newark.
With
New.
people
I'm
with
from
lisps, this is
Newark.
discrimination.
I live in Newark.
Is that how you pronounce it? Newark?
Newark.
Oh, I was always saying Newark, which sounds like New York.
Newark, Delaware. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. We all know that I'm like the CEO of the speech impediment community, so I'm
I
speaking up.
mean, you're okay. Yeah, I mean, you can say things whatever you want. You can make words up. You know, you
That's the
started
beauty.
boobalicious or whatever. Boobily. That's what you
Breasting
said.
boobily. That's like a Shakespeare
Boobily.
line right there. Breasting
Yeah,
boobily.
you got it.
You should
Yeah.
use it in a sentence sometime this week. That's your homework.
Someone's probably gonna look at me crazy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I
No,
don't know.
like I don't know, like even to my dog, I was like, "Ooh, you're all caked up."
Oh yeah, you
Breasting
did.
boobily.
Okay. So, what do you think next week is going to look like for you? Do you even know what you're doing next week or no?
I do know what I'm doing next week. I'm so excited.
What are
I'm
you
going
doing?
upstate. This like me and my boyfriend have never done like a trip just the two of us. So we're
Ooh,
going. I would say it's glamping, but we're staying in a cabin and we're just like going to go upstate and watch like the leaves change colors. I don't know, maybe drink like 7 bottles of wine, eat a butternut squash. My goal is to see a waterfall, so maybe we'll get that incorporated. So I
okay.
know that like next week, like I'm gonna be on DND, taking Friday off, like, but the 4 days leading up to it, I will be struggling because I'll just be thinking about how excited I am for the weekend.
As long as you guys don't end up in like some scary movie or anything, you should be fine.
I mean, fingers crossed. Like
Couple
the
going to
Gilgo
a
Beach
cabin.
murderer. Yeah, they found the Gilgo Beach murderer in he like
Who's
lived in my
that?
town on Long Island. Like in the 80s, a woman got killed and they found her body, and the killer was at large for a long time. I went to high school with the guy's son.
What the hell?
Yeah, they caught him in like 2016. There is like a theory out there that the cops did it and they're covering it up. Like I have girlies that are very into it, but like you've never heard of this, so you definitely
No,
don't have your conspiracy theories about this.
no, no. I've
So
never
like
heard of this
yes,
person.
scary things can happen, but if I could grow up beside the Gilgo Beach murderer, I think my luck is better than most.
Hollywood, so they're so fascinated with serial killers. So don't be shocked if he has a Netflix series in the future.
Honestly, like that's the thing that kills me with these series is like how these poor families, because nobody gives a
Yeah.
shit about them after it's like not the trending topic. Like this is gonna get serious for a second, but like with Gabby Petito last year, like she was
Okay.
I can't say I knew her, but my godfather like was very close with the family. Like they just have to like live with that forever.
Hmm.
Like the year anniversary comes up and like less people care. Like I can't imagine being re-traumatized for like some millionaire's bag. Like couldn't be me. That's
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah. Like I don't. It's half of the time when I look at who's making these movies. Like for example, I watched Detroit. I don't know if you've seen that movie before.
Never have.
Really
Tracks with
traumatic
what I
story.
said earlier.
Really traumatic story. It's like it's a good movie, but it's like it's crazy that it's based off of a real story, and it's like damn, like it's horrible. It's like you have to look at who's making the movie, and like you look at
Yeah.
the director, you're like, I feel weird about this. So it's like they yeah, they're like keeping the story alive and stuff, but it's like at the end of the day, you're making money off of it, So, um,
I mean,
what
I
was
was
it?
on Tumblr in the era where people were like, Jeffrey Dahmer, ooh, you so sexy. I'm like,
All right,
you are touch grass, please touch grass.
that part. Wait, I got a comment. Hey guys, one quick question for Isaiah. What shirt do you wear now with your full screen standing up thing? Oh, okay. This is it's I love anime. This is a Yu Yu Hakusho shirt. So, you see Hiei and Yusuke and all those other guys. It's just anime. I'm an anime person. So,
Yusuke
that's what
is
that is.
giving.
Yusuke
Maybe you gotta give me some
Urameshi,
risks. If
he's
risk Rex, I need Rex.
there's he's the main character of it, and I mean without going into a whole thing about it, obviously like this is an iconic show. This was coming out around the time Dragon Ball was coming out. Like here's Yusuke Urameshi for all you who don't know who he is. He has energy blasts from his fingers. He does this and he can make like energy spheres and stuff. um
I love that. I need that kind of
there's
power.
he'll be like this, boom, like that's how he goes. And then literally there's a live action adaptation on Netflix that I haven't seen, but I also haven't heard good things about.
Okay,
So
okay. I mean, there's
yeah,
so many things on Netflix and so many of them are bad, so you got to pick and choose your
yeah,
battles.
that's what I'm saying. You never know.
Never
But
know.
yeah,
Not worth the risk of like having your favorite thing ruined. I mean, that happened with
right,
me with Sex in the City. They did the reboot and they did like character defamation on every single individual in that show. I mean, Carrie always sucked, but they like somehow made her worse. They made
that
everybody
part.
redeemable horrible. And so I don't
Hmm.
know, like I probably will be giving them my coin for season two because I need to watch the train wreck. But like, how dare you?
Right, exactly. What's your
I don't even
what's your
yeah.
outfit giving, Nicole? What's your outfit giving?
I feel like I'm kind of giving Wentrey now. This is a dress. I'm gonna put on a
Hmm.
little like
Do a
maybe a
spin for us.
flannel. I'm in bed, so it's kind of difficult.
That's the
I'm
point.
doing like an old man stretch right now.
That was my one.
And I was like, let me pick up my table, do a spin, make a bunch of noises in the microphone, ruining everybody's day. Headphone
Yeah.
listeners, RIP. Um, but yeah, I'm giving kind of like dress, and I'll put on a little jacket, and I'm going to a beer garden to watch. Hopefully,
Ooh.
Matthew Stafford not embarrass himself. That's the goal.
You have such a fun lifestyle. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
That makes me feel
Yeah.
good. I'm trying to
Yeah.
embrace the fact that I'm not in school and I don't have papers to write. Like, I definitely wouldn't be doing this time a year ago.
Like when I am off. I have aspirations where I want to do stuff, but I'm just so tired, and I'm like, no.
Mm.
Like I'm an old person now. Like I can't. But how old are you? Are we the
I'm
same age?
24.
Oh, we're the same age, so we're getting old.
Perfect.
But um,
You don't look a
I
day over
like,
two.
yeah, right. But like I like to not do anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but I have my days where like I do want to do stuff, but I wait until the last second to hit people up, and then I'm like, ah,
Mm.
damn, I did this to myself. So we'll see. But yeah,
Like, I'm
I'm
always
trying to be like
okay with
you.
being a planner, but somehow I've found friends that are better planners than me. So, like, life is a dream right now.
See, that's me. I'm the planner. Anytime there's a vacation, I'm the one that's planning the squad vacation. Like I'm always that person. So when I stopped doing it, when I got busy, we stopped doing those things
Doing
because I'm not.
things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a
So
burden. It's a burden.
it's too much, and you have to like you're. I was a chain of communication through everybody and everything. Like we have the group chat and stuff, but it's like the girls don't aren't in the guys group chat, and then like we have like a mixed group chat, and it's just like it's too much. I just text everyone individually because not everyone looks in there, and it just gets crazy.
Bro, I didn't realize how deep guys are with the group chat lingo. I was just talking with my man. I was like, "You have so many different group chats." He's like, "It's the same people, but in this one we talk about news, and this one we talk about stocks. So don't put me in
Yeah.
the one. This one we talk about sports." I'm like, "You guys are very organized." Like me and my friends just like we'll post like a meme, and then we'll make fun of someone we went to high school with. Like it just is a
Yeah.
mixed bag depending on the day.
Yeah, we have in I want to say my online friend group, and then this one, and not this community. Obviously, I have my main one, like squad, and then we have the sub chat where it's like talk about specific bullshit or whatever. Um, and then we also have a separate one where we just send memes and stuff in. We
Hmm.
have, but this is why Discord's good because you can just have one server
Yeah.
and you can make a bunch of different channels and private channels if you only want certain
Mm.
people to see certain things. So, but not all my friends are like with the time, so they don't know how to use Discord. So we don't use it anymore. But yeah,
Oh, like I'm that friend that pretends like they don't know how to use Discord, but I'm also someone that will I have it on my phone even though it's never touched. I'm always
I'm
getting like
crying.
notifications from podcasts I was on like one or two times, people being like time to
Mm.
record. And I'm like, I should really like figure out how to turn these notifications off, but oh well.
You're such a celebrity.
I'm so popular. I do a podcast one, two times, but it's like it was with Matt Gagan. So like he
Okay,
talks to me even if we're not on the Discord server. A king.
good. Okay. What else is on your list, Nicole?
Um, the fact that like anytime I hear something bad, I'm like, I wish I like lived in ignorance. Like
What do you
right
mean by that?
now, I've just been saying I choose to live in ignorance, or like, have you heard about this terrible thing? Just like I'm very about protecting my peace. I feel like that's something I'm
Mhm.
trying to embrace in this 24th year of life.
You should. I think
Yeah.
I used to pick violence and it would lead to not the best things, and now I don't do that anymore. So
Yeah, the opposite of
yeah.
picking violence is choosing to live in ignorance.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose to
Because
live in ignorance.
like I'm pretty smart, but I'm probably like just about average. Like imagine like
Hmm.
having no thoughts and just vibes. Like not
That's
in like
awesome.
a bad way. Like I'm thinking like just like living on living on a farm way,
Okay.
being disconnected from everything way. And like I work, like I said, in the government, so like sometimes it's just like tough. You're bombarded with a lot of negative things that are like the result of like systemic injustices. So like when I can, I choose to live in ignorance.
Okay. I can't not have technology, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
would love to, but it's like
Can't do my
I can
job, yeah.
admit I'm an addict. I'm just straight an addict. Like I can't help it. Um yeah. But like I want to embrace that too, living in ignorance. Like I think that's a good idea.
No, because there's like right now there's like TikTok drama in the lesbian community. And so and like I
Mhm.
know generally about it, but like as soon as we get to the point where we're picking sides, I'm like, I don't need to know all of this. I like a little bit of tea, but like the minute that like it gets a little too spicy, I choose to live in ignorance.
I'm
Pick your
trying to be
battles,
like you.
2022.
Yeah. I feel like I've embraced that this year. So you know what? I feel like we're two peas in the same pod here.
And that's why God rewarded us with Twitter circles. He saw us behaving, so he gave
I
us an
love
outlet.
Twitter circles. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can talk shit about anything to the 15 people in mind, and I will have no repercussions.
And I'll hold your
So
hand the whole time.
yeah, I'm listen. Adding you was a great time today. Like, I was glad. I was like, you know what? I can add Nicole here. And Nicole is using my safe space.
Yeah,
And
I'm there. I'm always gonna reply with a little hee hee if you say something funny. I'm there to
yeah,
support. That's the one thing about me is I'm loyal.
you're a supportive bestie. I believe it.
Always.
All right. Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
No, I mean we can talk about the fact that like I had to like listen to Brockhampton in ignorant not ignorance. I was like in the car listening to my music trying to sleep, and a
Mm,
Brockhampton song came on, and I didn't skip it. But then I was thinking, I
mm.
was like, all the people, like someone could be on their Spotify desktop right now and see that I'm listening to Brockhampton.
And be like,
Like,
why is she listening to
why is
Brockhampton?
she listening to Brockhampton? And like have my
Yeah.
whole credibility changed. So I feel like I know you can do a private mode on Spotify, but do you have any artists where it's like I live in ignorance.
No,
I choose to live in
you know,
ignorance.
I used to, but like I don't care anymore. You know, like I listen to everything now, except for country. I'm fuck country. But
Yeah.
um, like I remember when I was in middle school, I used to like try to hide that I listen to like Kesha, for example. Like I don't care.
We
Like
love Kesha.
yeah,
Are
it's
you
music
kidding?
now. Like who
Steven?
cares, right?
I could never date a man named Steven because she wrote that song Steven. Steven, why don't you call me? I'm sitting here waiting. I could never.
I like party
Taylor Swift
Kesha.
wishes.
I'm not a Taylor fan. Well, I'm not a Taylor hater, but like Shannon Gus changed me when I did a podcast with her. So like I'm light on her now, but I don't go out of my way to listen to Taylor Swift. Which,
No, that's
by the
valid.
way, they said that she's doing a halftime performance now. I'm
No,
like,
no, she's the money is not right there. And Taylor Swift, the one thing I know about her is she's gonna do it when her money is right.
she's going to do it.
No, she can't do it this year. She doesn't have like the masters for half of like her big songs. If she
Let me
does a
check.
super halftime show and she doesn't do any of the 1989 songs, she's spitting in our faces and calling us ugly.
Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, because I'm pretty sure Jay-Z's in charge of like getting the money. I mean, the artist for it. Yeah, Taylor Swift is expected to perform in the 2023 Super Bowl halftime show. Tweeted by Bleacher Report, which is very reliable.
Reliable
So
source. Okay,
yeah,
as long as her money is right, like the rich
she
keep on
was
getting richer, but I support.
another one though. Well, all right, that was the same day. Taylor Swift was asked to headline, but declined until she's done with her re-recorded albums.
That's what I was thinking. Because if she's not doing any of like, I could go through the songs, but you're not going to know them. So what's the
Hmm.
point? But there's some ones that she hasn't re-recorded yet that I think she needs to perform.
So apparently they're still trying to get Taylor, but until she re-records, they're looking to at least get a female pop star this year. That's what they're saying. I remember they tried to get Rihanna, I want to say 2 years ago, and then she declined. I don't think she wants to
Yeah.
do it. I
Well,
don't think she
Rihanna's a
supports it.
billionaire.
Yeah.
She
And I
doesn't need
mean,
it.
now to be fair, Jay-Z is the one who helped her career. They're great
Mm.
friends, and she found her, but I don't think she's interested. Just because of the I don't know. But who do you think could be a female pop star that they can get for this? Because I mean, I can think of a
Mm.
couple, but it's like, is this Super Bowl heavy worthy? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, that's really tough. I feel like Lizzo, I think she needs like a couple more albums under her belt, even though she's like a very
Yeah,
like family friendly favorite.
she doesn't have
Ariana?
enough
Would
hits though.
Ariana do it?
Ariana would be insane. I think that would be the
Arianki? What
get.
if she brought out Big Sean?
She did an NBA All Star Weekend one time, but that was when she wasn't as big. So I mean, like, if
Bruh.
they can get her, that would be insane. They already did Katy Perry,
Lady
Demi
Gaga.
Lovato, but who wants Demi
No,
Lovato?
because I feel like Demi is really pivoting into the rock thing. So
Yeah,
if they didn't perform Cool for the Summer, I
yeah.
wouldn't. I would have to like sue Pepsi halftime for emotional damages. So like, don't even put me in that position to upset me like that.
I also don't think like Britney is a good idea right now.
No, no, let her like live her life.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Billie Eilish would be horrible.
She
She
yeah,
doesn't
she
have.
doesn't have danceable songs. Like, am I gonna be shaking ass and there's gonna be fireworks to Bad Guy? Like
Yeah,
Happier Than Ever is like our modern day Stairway to Heaven, but like we can't have that at the Super Bowl. Like we can't
yeah,
have like a bunch of depressed teenagers in the audience screaming. I mean, I would be one of those depressed teenagers, a 24-year-old teenager, but I don't know.
yeah.
It's just not the vibe.
I'm just like looking through the options. You can't do Beyonce again. You can't do Shakira again.
I mean, you can do Beyonce again.
But
What's
like,
stopping us?
does the NFL want Beyonce again?
No, we need a Lana Del Rey halftime show.
Do we?
We need people smoking Marlboros in the audience. We need people
Yeah.
getting high by the beach. Lana Del Rey for 2023 halftime. Mark it
If
down.
listen, if they can get Ari, that would be that
Yeah,
would be
let's get
wild.
Ari, and
Yeah,
then bring
that would be
out
it.
Miley and Lana Del Rey because they did that. They did the Charlie's Angels song, so maybe they could do a little song together.
Is Miley Cyrus like a Super Bowl? Is that Super Bowl wise? Like, do we need that?
We need Miley to do it also half the time as Hannah Montana. She needs to come out as Hannah,
That would be
rip off the
insane.
wig, and then start singing, "Don't you wish that you could be a fly on the wall?" and then hop on a wrecking ball.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, she has a song written after Michael Jordan, so maybe she could like sing that, but like change the lyrics for like
You know
football
what?
people.
I still want Ari though. She could bring out the Weekend, who just performed a Super
Yeah.
Bowl. She could bring out Nicki Minaj. She could bring out. She could do the Bang Bang song.
Yeah, bring out
Uh,
Jessie J.
Jessie J.
Yeah, Ari
Uh,
does have hits.
Doja and Megan have songs together. There's so many people that. But Ari just her discography is up there. Give me
Yeah.
Ariana.
No, she has bops.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Okay.
Pray, pray.
I don't know how we even started talking about that, but that's how this podcast is. Like we just end up. I'm last thing. I'm looking at a poll. I'm gonna list some names and tell me if you think that this is a good idea. Obviously, they're looking for a female pop star,
Okay,
but
okay.
so this was a poll last year. Who should perform at the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show?
Okay, I'm listening. I'm
Dua.
engaging.
So you got Dua Lipa,
Okay.
Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
Don't think this would happen, but Cardi B.
Oh my god. Imagine WAP at the Super Bowl.
That'd be so bad. Taylor obviously
Okay.
declined. BTS, I hope not, because the K-pop fans are so toxic. I just want to say,
I did have a
um,
conversation about that recently. Like, love BTS, Stan Jimin, he's my favorite. But like it's a lot.
I've never heard a song.
I mean, you've heard Dynamite and Butter. Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover.
I don't know any of these.
Okay. But yeah, I don't think they're big enough. Maybe next year.
Drake,
Oh,
it's not a bad one.
that's a really good idea.
That's not a bad one.
Oh my god, imagine. Oh my gosh, he starts doing Forever. I
After
would
Kendrick
I would
just did it,
immediately be ascended to heaven.
after Kendrick just did the halftime show too. But I feel like they were rapped out last year. I feel like they want to take
Yeah,
a
they're not
break from
gonna.
rap. But Drake would be a great for you. Well, at least 1 year. You have to
One
give
year.
Drake. Um, who's Blackpink? I don't know who that is.
They're another K-pop group. They're like the biggest
Mm,
female pop group. They did a collab with Lady Gaga,
mm.
and it was like my most listened to song of 2020 because it was my one of my running songs.
Alicia Keys.
Yes, that could be. She can sing. I feel like Ari would still be a better choice, but Alicia, I can't count her out. She's a bad bitch for a reason.
Who is up next? Ariana. Honestly, that's our front runner.
Ariani.
Megan, I don't think is a good idea. Not
No,
enough
too many
hits, and it's
songs
all
about sucking
twerks
dick.
music.
Yeah.
That part too.
No, and I
And
love her.
then
Queen.
yeah, and then lastly Lizzo, who we also spoke about already.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Lizzo in concert in probably by the time we do our next podcast, I'll give you a full review.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
feel
with
like
a friend.
the hot names right now is Dua and who's that other girl who just got the Grammy or something like who's that new girl?
New girl, Rena?
Olivia Rodrigo, is that her
Olivia
name?
Rodrigo, she is 12 years old. Give it like 10
Everyone
years.
loves her. I don't listen. I've never heard a song from her either, but
I mean,
I know
it's
everyone's
clear you
obsessed with
didn't
her.
go through a traumatic breakup in 2021 like the rest of us, so you didn't relate to Taylor Swift's creation of All Too Well, the 10-minute version, and Olivia Rodrigo. But
Well, I
like we are
listened
at
to
different
that.
places in our
Okay.
lives.
Okay.
It hits different when like a man screwed you over.
Yeah, I can I can imagine that. I don't have that. Obviously, I don't have that history, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
I've had a heartbreak before. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
So
It was time and place.
Yeah, I try not to listen to music because it'll amplify your emotions and make you hella depressed.
But
Can't
I
do
mean,
that.
I really enjoyed like Happier Than Ever was one of those songs. Just listening to that like after eating an edible and crying, vibes. Vibes. I don't want to go back there ever, but like I can look back and be like, she was healing. She was growing.
That's fair. All right. Well, this has been a fun episode, Nicole. I think this is a
Yeah.
great morning session. I love catching up with you and having my
Always. I think
one-on-one
our
time.
yeah, our topics were very diverse this time.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of topics to talk. So
Like a real conversation. Asking the
yeah,
real questions.
the real ones. Nicole, where
Like
can
who
people
is
find you?
Blackpink?
It was black fake. What is butter? It's
What is
like
anyways, Stan BTS. If you want to find me, I'm behind the secret, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I made a TikTok at the Renaissance Fair asking where Beyonce was, so that wasn't an original joke. I'll come clean. And yeah, I'll be everywhere.
all right. And then my Twitter is in front of the secret. And then
Period.
no, I'm playing. It's 8 Ball Bangers, and then you can find me on multiple podcasts on here and multiple other places. I don't feel like plugging in right now.
As
I'm
you
chilling
should.
today. I'm
We're
tired.
protecting. You're living in ignorance, and I love that. And
Living
you're
in
helping
ignorance.
helping the audience do it too.
Until next time, please live in ignorance. Have a good
For
one.